Hello, my friends, and welcome back to Movie Deputy Reviews, where we are talking about Freakier Friday. Now, if Freaky Friday couldn't get any more freaky, it certainly does in Freakier Friday. We see the same faces that we know and love from the first one back in 2003. And of course, we are now in 2025, so Jamie Lee Curtis and Lindsay Lohan have both aged a little bit, but would you expect any less in something like this? Now, this one dares to kind of go a little bit further than even like the last one did with some of the adult jokes, some of the language, some of the scenarios that they find themselves in. So this one is I'm actually giving this surprisingly a guilty rating. I think if you want to share it with those of younger eyes and ears, that's perfectly fine. But I think you should watch it first and screen through it, because this is kind of made for those that grew up with the original Freaky Friday, and so they've kind of aged along with this. And so that's kind of the target audience of this. Now, I do want to warn a lot of my viewers, there is a lot of woke in this movie. There is a lot. They have the flags, if you know the ones I'm referring to. They have a lot of the just certain terminologies that are used in certain even parts of the story that are just, it's like, do they really have to go there? And unfortunately, they definitely didn't have to, but they definitely did. So what does that mean for this? Well, let's just check out the trailer and then we'll kind of get a little bit more into it.
Morning.
Happy wedding week. You have a lot on your plate. Let us know how we can help.
Maybe someone could help me write my wedding vows. How about this?
I, Anna, take you, Eric, a man whose daughter is a little demon thing with an obnoxious accent.
What is taking so long? We wouldn't want to be off schedule, innit?
Now, if you've ever seen The Good Place, Eric, the new fiance in this movie, is a very familiar face from the TV series The Good Place, and he is just this stoner rebel guy in The Good Place. And as much as I tried to connect with him in this movie, I couldn't get past his core character with The Good Place. It was really hard to try to get past that. It's kind of like characters that do like one big thing and then they go on to do other things. Like Daniel Radcliffe, he'll always be Harry Potter. Sheldon Cooper, can't even think of the guy's real name. My brain just totally spazzed. But he will always be Sheldon, etc. Things like that. Just certain characters will always be certain people, and unfortunately, he will always be that character as well. So, if you haven't had a chance to check out that series yet, it's a lot of fun.
My bachelorette party will be good bonding for everyone.
You two are called to be family.
Yeah, right. Don't remind me.
You've walked in each other's path. You learned a lesson that may serve you again.
Okay, that's enough.
You can imagine where this is going.
Thank you very much.
One more thing. Right over there is a QR code that you can tip me with. Change the hearts you know are wrong to reach the place where you belong.
Oh my God, what is happening? Okay, it's who am I? It's me. It's Mom. If you're me and I'm you, then who's that?
I'm Grandma, sweetheart.
So for those who are not familiar, this does deal with like palm reading and the whole psychic type thing. So if you're not familiar or are comfortable with that, this is definitely going to be one to shy away from. But I just kind of want to give people the heads up on that just in case.
Last time, we convinced everyone that we were each other until we switched back.
I didn't want to be a part of this family, and now I'm part of some dodgy family curse? And I'm the eldest?
As teenagers, we have no power. But as adults,
We can break our parents up for good. Jump, 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 jump! All you have to do is reunite her with her first love. Very good. Flip your hair. Good. Big moves. Bite your lip. Not your...
Okay, if you've been on social media for any length of time, there have been these memes floating around of trying to look sexy. Flip your hair and smolder your eyes and bite your lip, and you're like, just trying to look so super silly and just look away and look back and just being just over the top in every way possible. So that's what's going on here. So it's a very comedic moment.
Top lip, your bottom lip.
I know what this is. You're having a stroke.
No, I just need to go to the bathroom. I was really bad at that. So bad at that. Any other ideas? Let's just get back out there. Otherwise, he'll think I'm pooping.
Too late.
Nice car.
It's totally mine.
She thinks you're cute.
I do not.
Yes, she does.
I do.
She so does.
Dr. Coleman?
Oh my God, go.
That's my therapist.
So I guess I was a little bit off on the time frame. This one did come out August 8th, so that's been more than just like a month or so ago. So sorry about that. But what you see in the trailer here are more of the cleaner, the sweet, innocent, the laugh out loud, just heartfelt moments, and they leave out, like I said, a lot of the woke stuff and things that they work into this. This one, you don't just have the mother and daughter switching places. You have the mother and you have Anna and Tess switching places with Anna's daughter and the potential new stepdaughter. So those are the four characters that you see here. And they completely switch into each other's places, and then switching back is not quite so easy. Are they able to do it? What's the secret? Are we going to find out? Well, if you can make it through it, you'll definitely find out. I do want to share with you what I did to the podcast image, so be sure to check out the poster here. And for the podcast image, I just did that. So again, I kind of just cleared out that part of the text right there, so you can kind of see through it, still leaving the words and everything intact and keeping the original design somewhat what it was. So I think that's kind of important for that. So you'll definitely find this image anywhere where you find the podcasts. And of course, you'll find me. Here I am doing all this. There was a lot of heartfelt, laugh out loud moments, but there was a lot of stuff that just didn't need to be included. If you can make it all the way through to the end, there are bloopers in the credits that are probably funnier than the actual humor parts in the movie. So that alone is at least worth, even if you don't want to sit and watch through the whole thing, just open it up, scroll through, and be sure to catch those, because even if you aren't familiar with the story, you'll appreciate the bloopers, because there's just something about how it's done. Now, you may be wondering, okay, she's referring to skipping through the movie, so what does that mean for the score? Well, I think my face might give it away with the... Score-wise, with Freakier Friday, I did just come in at a 4.5 out of 10 on the deputy scale. Now, a 5 is watchable, decent story, significant flaws, which this definitely has. A 4 is watchable but forgettable. There are some humorous moments in this, but this one is... It's great to see them back working together again. It's great to see the chemistry and the humor between them. But the story-wise itself doesn't leave much for the imagination in the way that it doesn't like inspire thought. It doesn't inspire creativity. It doesn't really even inspire fun. There's like 3 scenes in the entire movie that honestly make the rest of the movie worth watching. But the rest of it, it's like, okay, what's that point? There's some digs at some other characters from the original movie that you might catch. Some familiar faces, which I'm sure is you saw the original boyfriend from the first one we see again in this one. We do not see Harry, which is surprising in this one, but we do see Mark Harmon just briefly in this one. He doesn't have the role like he had in the first one at all. But if you are a fan, he does make an appearance. So, as always, you know which buttons to push to get the latest and greatest Deputy content. You may have noticed that I am actually wearing the same thing I was wearing for Monday's show. And the reason for that is I'm actually recording these back to back. I'm going to actually try to get some of my older titles up, and I might do even multiple recording things in the same day on this as I try to get ahead a little bit, especially for my 12 Days of Christmas stuff that I've got coming up. And those are going to be a lot of fun. And like I said, you're not going to want to miss out on those. So be sure to push those buttons. And as always, I'll be back soon. Bye.